Oh dear.
Oh no, it's not popped up on my
Dear
computer.
Lord.
Yeah, dear Lord.
Hopefully one day we'll be able to explain.
One day.
One day, maybe, in the future.
We'll see.
Hello!
All right.
Yay!
Welcome to episode 2 of D4 and After. You guys ready
Salutations.
for some shenanigans?
Shenaniganizing is about to occur.
Did Danny? Did you get my episode title there?
I did. Should be
Alright.
up and going.
Yeah,
Okay.
I see it there. What?
It'll make more sense as we go along. Uh, so
I'm sure it will.
let's do a little recap of our last adventure. So
Okay.
our intrepid adventurers woke up in a cave, covered in a mountain of corpses, and just caked with blood. Yay!
So cheerful and
So
happy
nice.
for the start.
So nice.
From there, they helped a dwarf off a wall and went to go kill a necromancer. They saw a strange symbol and almost died several times. Several times.
Yes.
Several times.
Mostly me.
Almost
Dice-
TPK.
The dice were not in our favor.
Oh, it happens. And after that, you guys left the cave and hopped into the dwarf's wagon.
Mhm.
And he paid you some money for your time and your trouble, and that's
Yep.
where we were. I don't know, there were some notable moments like Chatty Pete, the skeleton, nearly killing our fighter here, our Tabaxi friend.
Hashtag Chatty Pete for president.
Hashtag Chatty Pete.
Press F for Chatty Pete.
Yep.
Pay respects.
Oh my lord.
Oh my
And,
land.
so yeah, of my land. We'll start this episode with everybody in the cart. Dwarren will actually stop for the night. He says, tells you that Red Larch isn't too far off, but it's best not to wander into town when you're all covered in blood.
Mm. That might have the bad connotation behind it. Who can tell?
It worked for Rambo.
So, works for Rambo.
Well, we're not quite at that level yet. We'll get to it.
Okay.
Not yet.
Maybe one day.
So he pulls up a nice little flat space by a stream there and tells you all, you might as well go get washed up. There's no use staying all gross. And he'll look to you, Roland. He's like, you might as well give me your chainmail. I don't know why you're wearing rusty chainmail, but I'll get that cleaned up in a spiff.
I believe that's blood, but sure.
No. I'm a dwarf. I can smell the rust on your metal armor there.
He's gonna suck it off.
Well, I guess that's his method. Roland does not argue with the dwarf's words, and he doesn't know why he doesn't hesitate, but he just offers the metal and sloughs it off as best as he can. He's just with his tunic and leather breeches and his boots on now.
Okay, so yeah, Dwarven will throw the chainmail in a barrel half full of sand, close it up, and start rolling it, and he'll roll away with it out of sight for a bit. So you guys are just at this stream with Dwarven's caravan, getting clean.
Actually, I don't use the stream. I'm just gonna prestidigitation myself over and over and over again until I'm clean. So it's just that 6 seconds, that 6 seconds. She doesn't go near the water.
Well, it's fair, you're Tabaxi, so.
Lily doesn't hesitate. He just pretty much just strips naked. All of a sudden, taking all the leathers and the mask off and everything.
Someone must take notes.
It wouldn't be your character if you didn't just do that.
Yeah. No, and before you, he's a light gray skinned, what looks to be dark elf. He has fuchsia colored, sort of guess you want to call tribal line tattoos that are all over his body in intricate kind of patterns. And you've already seen his hair. It's kind of a white, sort of very light purple hue colored hair, and he has lilac colored eyes. It's a handsome fellow. He's fairly lean,
Mhm.
got quite a few scars on him, and he doesn't really make a big fuss. He just sort of puts his clothes into his bag, and then takes his bag into the lake or stream with him, and starts to while holding the pack in one arm, he cleans himself with the other.
I'm just gonna hop in and do like a bird bath, picking
Sure.
at feathers in my wing with my beak, and I have hands and talons, but yeah.
Living it large.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
how large is the stream itself?
It's about 6 feet wide, and probably at its deepest point about 3 feet.
Okay. So it's pretty decent then.
Yeah, yeah. Not a fast-moving current or anything, but it's definitely
Mhm.
flowing in a southward direction. So
Okay. That's fair enough.
Fairly certain Lily can find a rock. He puts his stuff on it. He just sort of cleans himself by that rock.
Mhm.
it's like in the middle of the stream, this big like boulder.
Yeah.
He just sets his stuff there,
Sets
so
his
it's
stuff
far away
there
from
and
everyone.
Yeah, and then just cleans himself there and
Mhm.
sits in the water and just chills.
All right. After you guys have gotten all clean and proper looking, you actually hear the sounds of laughter and singing coming your way, and out through some of the shrubbery and the trees and whatnot comes a caravan of halflings.
Hmm.
There's about 5 or 6 wagons pulling up, and a whole bunch of little halflings all laughing and having a good time.
Mhm.
They see you and they kind of make little waves and whatnot just to be
I shout
friendly and
back,
whatnot.
"Hello" in halfling.
Lily's just
Oh, okay. That
wave.
definitely gets a lot of them like really excited.
Diplomacy check success.
And they begin to set up their camp right next to Dwarin's caravan. They set up a fire, and you could smell delicious food cooking almost immediately. You know how halflings are.
Oh yes.
Yeah. What do you guys do?
I'm immediately going over and like talking to them halflings.
Gonna butter them up, huh?
Yeah.
Lily just kind of watches from a distance. He doesn't seem unfriendly, but he's just chilling.
Still sitting in the stream, like.
Yep, he's just kind of lounging against the rock and.
But how
sort of
long
sitting
have
there.
we been here? Am I like, was this enough time for me to
Yes.
prestidigitate my entire self? Okay.
You're all of you are clean. You don't look like you're covered in blood, so they're
You
not gonna
run
look
over
at you
still
at
half bloody. Hey guys, how are you?
Oh
What brings you here?
claws out, sort of.
So what you're saying, Lily, is dressed now. I hope.
We don't know.
I mean, if he's still in the water, no. People are still in the
He's
water.
buck-ass naked in the water.
Wicked.
Just chilling in
On
the
full
stream.
display.
Yep, he doesn't care.
I guess Chase's Tail is the first one over, and you'll be greeted by the who looks like the leader of the halfling caravan there. He'll say, "Sorry, I've been practicing this accent."
He's laughing already.
This is good.
Hello, my name is Colin Hogtipper. How are you?
Hey, my name is Tail, and we're doing pretty good, just traveling.
Oh,
She
yeah.
like squatted down so that way he doesn't have to like look up.
Like eye level.
Yeah, like just like full on cat perch.
Mm-hmm.
What brings you fine folks to this little clearing here,
Just
Master Wayne?
taking a break. We're heading over to town. I don't remember the name of the town that we were going to, but
Probably Red Lodge.
Yeah,
Red
Red
Lodge.
Lodge.
Okay, I didn't write that down last time.
Red
so-
Larch. Yeah, I know my.
Yeah.
We come in camp here all the time. About 5 months ago, we lost one of our friends here, and so we come back in camp just in case he ever shows up again.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, we'll keep an eye out if we see any halflings.
Yeah, be appreciated. Would you be interested in a pie eating contest?
I would definitely be into a pie eating contest.
How about your friends? Would they like to take in some pie?
I just lean over and I just shout at them like, "Guys, do you want to eat pie in a contest?" It's free food. It's free, right?
Well, of course. I mean, we
We'd
bought all
hope
this
so.
food.
It's free
Gonna make you
food
pay.
and competition.
We're hosting. At least we could give you some food.
Yath wasn't really paying attention until he heard about pie, and he quickly turns. Yath? Absolutely. And then I fly over, shaking the water out of my wings.
Wow.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, his lisp. All right. So who is all participating in the pie eating contest?
Lily will get out of the water and take his stuff with him and
Okay.
get dressed and whatnot. He doesn't bother with the mask or the hood for now. He just puts his long hair into a braid.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of just
All right.
meanders over. Doesn't really show interest by verbal, but he definitely is intrigued and is watching.
Okay. So all four of you participating?
Sure.
Yeah. Roland will wring out his tunic after he's washed it out, so that way he can be a little bit more properly dressed at that moment.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So I'm gonna need everyone to roll a d20 3 times. It's
Okay.
going to be for a Constitution save.
I'm also, before I eat the pie, gonna do a quick sniff to see if anything seems off.
It smells delicious.
Okay.
You've got apple, you've got cherry, you've got blackberry, blueberry, strawberry, every kind of pie.
14.
Oh.
So that was the first roll. So what did everyone get for the first roll?
So it's plus just a straight Constitution, not saving throw. So.
Yeah, so you're just adding your Constitution modifier.
Or.
Ooh.
Okay. So that's one
I
failure
got
for you.
21.
21. Okay, that's a pass. Lily,
14.
that's a pass. Yeah,
10.
10. That's a fail. Okay.
Oh.
So roll them 2 more, and if you get higher than 12 or higher, it's a success, and then lower
Yep.
than that, it's a failure. So just let me know what you got
Oh
for.
my god. I got another 4. Great.
16.
That is a nat 20.
Nice.
And I got a nat 20 on the third one.
I got 3 4s.
Oh. Well, that's my favorite number, though.
Tails
And
is
then
sitting there like,
last
too much sweets.
roll I got was a dirty 20.
Okay, and Yath, how about you?
I got an 18 and then an 8.
Okay, so that's 1 success for Yath. So Yath, you finish
That's
2
it.
pies before falling out of your chair. Chase's tail, you fail to eat 1 pie and are mocked mercilessly by all the halflings.
Aww.
The other 2 of you, with all 3 successes, you both have tied the pie eating contest. You're like staring each other down as you're eating these pies. And
Lily is like ultra casual about this. He doesn't even like seem phased. And it's just like kind of another no big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Like the competition doesn't exactly exist, but he's enjoying the pie. It's tasty.
so basically on any charisma based checks with these halflings right now for the next 48 hours you have advantage, the 2 of you.
Cool.
Because
Sweet.
you've earned their respect by eating so much. You've also gained a point of inspiration.
Nice.
Oh. Awesome.
Lucky.
This little encounter is brought to you by the Limitless Encounters book, volume
Nice.
volume 2. I got it from a friend, Mike, for Christmas. So there's lots of little fun stuff in there. So expect some of that peppered in and whatnot. But yeah, you're having a good time with this halfling caravan.
Nice.
And yeah, Chase's tail is getting laughed at right now by all the halflings. Oh, I couldn't even finish 1 pie.
It was so good, but so sweet.
And you were so gung ho.
Lily just
Yeah.
She's
kind
got like the pie dripping down her face.
Like
Aw.
cherry.
Lily just looks to Tails' pies and goes, "Are you gonna finish those?"
Pushes it over.
Takes it
Oh,
out
yeah,
of
that's
the
fine.
pie.
Let it go to waste. It was so delicious.
The halflings will like begin smacking you on the back, like, yeah! You like this one?
Clean myself up. Cat bath, so that way it doesn't go to waste.
Fair enough.
So, the main leader there is going to look at Yath and be like, "You look like a bard. Do you play music?"
Do I play music? You mean you haven't heard of me?
I mean, maybe.
I mean, you didn't really tell him your name, so.
Yeah, but just the sight of me should be known worldwide. I mean, you traveled here to hear me play, didn't you?
I mean, we were just travelling home from Amphail, where we sold a bunch of hogs.
But surely you know all about Yath.
Yes?
Lily just kind of like is eating mid piece of pie. It's like, I don't think they know.
Maybe
who
this
you
would
are.
jog your memory. And I start playing my maracas. Have you heard of this one? Yeah, I don't have any maracas at the ready here.
Just-
The closest
just
I
put-
have is my dice box. There we go.
Have you been up to Westbridge, maybe?
Not recently.
Not
No.
that I can remember.
That is unfortunate.
I
We
play
have a
so
little
many
wretch up
throws
there.
that I lose track of where I go and play throws.
Do you know the ballad of the Hogtipper?
No.
That's not something I wrote.
No, it's hundreds of years old. It's
No.
about how our family got our name.
No, I only
History
play original stuff from my own compositions.
Okay. Roland, roll me a a history check, would you? Roland.
I think we're getting there.
What'd you roll, James?
That's
Are we
Oh,
losing
we're
them?
losing him.
That's my favorite number. Yeah, I've seemed to be getting some poor connection here because I'm not seeing anything pop up on Discord here. So
Oh, okay.
I might have to leave the call and join back in and see what's happening.
Okay, what did you roll by the way?
Oh, my favorite number there, Barry. You should know that one.
I don't know.
It's
Tell it for everyone. 4.
4040.
4 is my favorite number.
All right, yeah, you're like, that sounds vaguely familiar, the hog tipper, but can't place it. So while you guys are eating and celebrating, Dwaran will actually roll his way out of the bush with his barrel, just pushing it like push, and then he'll look up and he'll see all these halflings like, ah, bloody hell.
You got a thing against wheelbarrows?
What? No, it's cleaning the chainmail. What? Where did all these people come from?
The caravan just showed up.
To be fair, they're only
Oh,
half
fucking
people.
halfling said it.
So he'll roll the barrel up to roll in there, pop open the top, shake the sand off, and hand you your chainmail, and it's sparkling and bright like you'd never seen before.
Thank you, Master Craftsman. I'm indebted to your trade.
Rolled a barrel. It's not that difficult. I mean, it's basic maintenance. The amount of rust that came off the bloody armor was like hundreds of years old. Is it your grandfather's armor or something?
I'm pretty sure that the copious amounts of blood that we were seeping in probably caused quite a bit of damage. So
Rust tends to take a little longer than that to form, my friend.
looks over to Lily, looks back. I'm trying to at least tell a story. It doesn't have to be factual.
Oh, so you're lying. Just like total calm, like not actually like accusing, but just the tone is just like an actual question.
There's tales and there are lies. There are differences.
I only have tail feathers, but the cat has a tail.
I'm also named Tail.
She has a telltale.
So.
Regardless,
So the,
thank you very much for cleaning the armor.
No worries. I'm going to go and retire to my caravan here because I don't want to spend any time with these little folk.
But you're rather small.
Enjoy your
yourself.
retirement.
Thank
I
you,
don't-
yeah.
Good night.
No, I'm not going to go past this point. I'm just going to accept it.
So the halflings will ask if any of you are gamblers.
Roland takes a look at their companions, the miniaturized ones, and shakes his head. No, not my thing. Perhaps maybe when I was younger, but certainly not now.
I can't say I've ever gambled in my life before.
It really depends on what you're gambling for me.
Well, I mean, we're gambling with money, but
Eh. I mean, I am interested in what you said about your friend earlier, so I'd be willing to gamble for some stories.
all
I mean,
right,
I'll
I
pay
guess.
gold, but
All right. Anybody else in for free dragon ante?
For what?
Free dragon ante.
It didn't make any more sense the second time he said it. Can someone help me?
It's a game. We take our dice and we roll them, and then we get ante up and then make money.
Oh. Sure, I will play.
Yeah, okay, I'll play.
Okay. So
I shouldn't
the
be doing
three
this
of
with
you.
how my rolls have been going.
The pie tasted good.
make-
I'm sure the gambling tastes good too.
Make 3 wisdom checks. DC 15. Let me know how many successes and how many failures.
She
I
said
was-
wisdom check?
Yeah.
Wisdom, yeah.
I'm 2
You
for
have to
3.
beat a
Success.
15.
1 success, 2 fails.
Okay.
Opposite. 2 success, 1 fail.
Same, but the success was a natural 20, so
Ooh.
I just rolled
the
really
other 2 were
shit.
fails. So
So
Those
Lily,
ones too.
you have lost 60 gold.
Cool, I don't have that much.
But someone's gonna have to foot your
Not
bill.
me, sorry. Right.
I was gonna say he
I forgot.
paid you guys the last game,
I
so
don't have a pencil. One sec, I gotta grab a pencil. So you said 60?
yeah, you're down 60. I have an extra one in here if you need one. She went upstairs. And Chase's Tail, how many did you
I
have?
had 2 failures, 1 success, but I don't think because it's like we're rolling it in the game, the 20 doesn't matter. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
You lose 100 gold.
well,
And Yath, you had 2 successes.
That's correct.
All right. You win 100 gold.
Woo!
that's where mine went.
I don't know what I did, but it seems like it's good.
You're muted, Ash.
Yeah, Tail just passes her money to Yaf.
Well, that was fun. Did you guys enjoy yourselves?
Oh,
I did. I
yeah,
lost a
kind
lot
of.
money.
My wallet's lighter, so that's fine. I don't think we caught your name.
Oh, I did say my name, but I'm
I
a
was-
little blank right now on it because I've had a few to drink.
Nicely done.
Let's just call him Tim.
I believe it's Colm, but that's all right.
Colm?
Colm. C-O-L-M.
Colm.
COLM. Okay.
Colm.
Welcome. I am, like I said, a
Not
bit
comb.
more curious. Oh,
I can't brush your
Colm.
hair with me.
Colm. Sorry, I'm not from around here, so some of the names are a bit hard to pronounce. But Colm, can you tell me a bit more about that friend of yours?
Yeah, he was. Oh, well, he's my sister's boy. He's my nephew, I guess you'd call him. He's a fish skipper, not a hog tipper, because my sister went and married a fish skipper, not a hog tipper. But I mean, we're all hog tippers, so that'd be wrong if she married a hog tipper, you know.
Oh, I know what you mean.
He's just kind of like looking back and forth and just kind of just, But he looks utterly confused.
Yeah, we came here about 5 months ago, driving hogs to Anvil, and then we you set up camp. He went to go look for some firewood, and he just never came back. So we decided we'd always stop here on the way between home, Westbridge, and down Anfield. We're riding the hogs down there. See if he ever shows up again, in case he remember where we were camping. We figure he's just really lost.
And what was his name?
Malcolm.
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 A lot of Colms in your guys'.
I was about to say.
Tell that to Denise over there.
Denise is a woman, though.
Yeah, we have women halflings.
Well, how would you procreate?
How do you think we have kids? You gotta have a woman to have a kid.
Eggs.
And who lays the eggs?
The hen.
Ladybirds.
Male seahorses
He does
are
have
the
a
ones that
point.
lay children.
So what?
What?
Male seahorses. They lay children.
What
Do they
kind
not?
of sorcery are you speaking of?
It's a seahorse.
I don't know of any horses in the water. That's a little weird. I've seen lots of horses down in Anfield where they breed horses down there. Lots of big families.
I read it in a book.
But yeah, that's what happened to Malcolm Fish Skipper. Don't really know, but we keep coming back in case he shows up.
Okay. Thanks.
You can go about partying, drinking, eating more pie. There's lots of food to go around if you're hungry.
Mm-hmm.
I will try to finish another pie in a not contest form.
Just
Roll
on
me
your
a
own speed.
DC 12 Constitution check.
More casual nomming.
DC 12?
Yep.
Ah, I got 11.
Oh.
You're like the thing when you eat too much cinnamon toast crunch.
Oh.
Guilty.
Anything.
That's brutal.
I'm gonna start rolling the white dice.
Is it going to the dice jail?
I only have the 3 out right now, so I'll leave that one there for now. No more
Alright,
pie
so
rolls
the night
for it.
the night is reveling on, so it's up to you. You can have more food, you can do some more gambling, you can go to bed. What would you like to do? What do you want to do? What are you gonna do?
What do we do?
Is there any young halflings in this group, or just like mostly adults?
Like there's no like children per se, but
I'm gonna, like, if anyone's interested, just tell stories for a while
Okay.
and then call it a night.
okay. Performance check, please.
Not the white dice.
Lily is intrigued by the stories.
The white dice was better. That's a 1.
Ooh.
As
He's
I
still
read
intrigued.
from my book.
You're gonna scare all the children.
There's no children. I scared them away, apparently.
You might have picked up a drink that you thought was water and pounded it back. You're a little drunk, so you're trying to read from your book, and you're like, cross-eyed.
Hop
and
from
stuff.
one story to the next, so
Yeah.
it makes no
You're
sense.
mixing two stories
then-
together.
And then there was a dragon, and the sword burned me, and
Lily is just like holding his pack, just like
Like front
utterly
row, like
just so cool. Just like what is? Well, he has no idea what's going on, but like he's still entranced by this story.
Like what even?
I'll figure this out eventually.
it's like when you watch one of those like foreign films, but they don't have the subtitles, and those films are already weird enough.
Yep.
And then
Yeah.
you don't know what they're saying. You're just sitting there like, I have no idea what's
Cool
going on, but it's so
Story, bro.
interesting to
Still can't
watch.
help but watch.
visuals are really
Yes.
great.
Especially French films.
Well, Yath would like to play some music, of course.
All right.
So that
go with the
so
stories.
that they don't forget him. So of course I'm
Well,
just gonna
then
shake my maracas and
Scratch on the old washboard.
scratch on the washboard chest plate.
Do some
And
squawking.
give him a grand time.
All right. Performance check.
20 dirty.
Oh yeah, you put on a rip roar of a time, and in fact, they start throwing money at you. You get 40 gold pieces that they flinging
Wow.
coins at you.
Richest Pie member right now.
Lily takes out a small, okay, big. Look, it basically just looks like a little white square, and he takes out a very ugly-looking little kind of wooden plate and starts to put like little globs of what look like paint on it. Takes out a tiny brush and he starts to what looks like paint upon this small white square. He's looking at Denise rather intently.
Okay. Denise
nice.
Hogtipper. D-nice. Balake.
Flirting with the nice halfling over there.
No, he's just kind of like occasional glances that are over there, which to anything normal would be far too many glances, but he is basically kind of looking over her.
It's not
I'm
flirting.
pretty
it's
sure
perving.
that was actually. I'm pretty sure that was actually Chase's tail going on and be like, "Hey."
You can't even tell what he's saying. You just heard, like, I think you said nice at one point.
So you got this drunken
Just
tabaxi
a
over
pat
your
on the
shoulder.
back and then going back, and she just passes out.
Just plop right down.
Really doesn't react too much aside from just kind of like a pulls his bag closer.
All right.
How to do dead tabaxi face.
Roland, whereabouts are you?
Roland's gonna be near the edges of the encampment. He seems to be more focused upon the weapon that he had, considering that when he first drew it in the last session, he was quite in awe of why he'd be holding something like that. So he's trying to figure out anything more about the blade that he currently wields at his side.
Okay. Yeah, it's definitely a holy weapon. You can tell that. But you're not getting any fragments of memory as to how your whole how you came upon it. Can you give me a perception check real quick?
Sure.
Is he still within view of the group?
You would probably
I'd
be
say
able to
so.
see him.
He'd still be within like the circle of the
Okay.
light from the campfires kind of thing.
Yeah, he wouldn't be away in the shadows. As for that perception check, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You hear rustling and snorting, so this does not catch you completely by surprise. But a pack of wild boars charges out of the brush,
Oh boy.
and one of them's gonna charge at you.
Oh man, I don't have my chainmail back on.
And let's see here. Where's the? Okay, so does a 14 hit you?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so this giant boar comes out of the woods and just boom and knocks you. Roll me a strength saving throw, please.
Why do you always gotta pick the ones I don't have proficiency on?
Because.
That's what a DM does. A what?
13.
Okay, you just make it. You are not knocked prone, so it does throw you back, but you manage to keep your feet underneath you. You do take 3 points of damage.
Okay.
I'm assuming
All
you
right.
said boars.
You probably hear Roland also along with the squealing of the giant wild boar too.
Yeah.
And then another two basically rampage right into the center of the fire area.
Oh, are we gonna have
Yath.
a boar eating contest now?
Yep. I'm up. What's?
Yeah, so this is definitely interrupting Yath's beautiful rendition of I don't know.
No renditions.
Macarena.
It's all original compositions.
It's all original.
No two songs the same.
Considering Lily's sword is still sort of packed away now, he looks upon one of the boars and kind of it's almost like a split-second decision. He flings out his hand and a radiant bolt of light shines toward one of the boars.
Okay.
Does a 21 hit?
Yes. This is not a dragon boar.
Just checking.
Are those real
It
things?
could be a dragonborn in disguise. I mean, we never know.
So that does. There's 2 bolts that come out, and that does 14 points of damage.
Okay. That'll be boar number 2. Brain math. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's right. No, that's not right. Okay, that's right. I got it. We're good. I mathed.
Yay.
I'm using my calculator to stream, so.
Math hammer, yo.
Would you like
Math
my
hammer.
calculator to help your calculator?
No, that's okay.
There's a calculator
Everybody,
on the computer.
roll initiative.
Okay.
I'm using this dice from now on. It's the first time I've gotten a double-digit number.
Okay. Lily.
13.
13? Chase's tail.
18.
18? Yeah.
10.
Roland.
15.
Okay, I'm gonna actually need a roll off with you, Roland.
Okay.
At a 12.
17.
Okay, so you go before one of the boars.
Nice.
Okay, so first it looks like Chase's tail.
Yay! Considering I just kind of passed out, I didn't actually get ready for bed. My weapons are still on me. So I take out my scimitar, and I'm going to rush at whichever one is closest, and still kind of
Okay.
like okay, we're doing this.
So when you went to go pass out, did you slink off a little bit, or did you
I think I
stay near
passed
the
out right
campfire?
next to Lily.
Yeah, right behind me.
I did like
Okay.
the like you're flirting with Denise, and then
So it'll be the boar that she cast the bolts on.
Okie dokie. Okay, 13 plus... 18?
That'll hit.
8 damage. 8 piercing damage.
All right. Thank you very
As I
much.
just slice up at its face.
Slice and dice.
And it'll squeal. Roland, you're next.
All right. Well, my focus will be on the boar that decided to almost plow me under. So,
Yeah.
we'll bring the mighty sword to bear, and hopefully I don't throw it away like last time.
Would be nice.
Yeah, I would hope so. Does a 24 hit?
Yes, that'll hit.
All right.
Dragon boars. I'm drawing it up now.
Yeah.
It's just a dragon, but instead of having horns on the top, it's got tusks.
Yes, exactly.
And a little piggy tail.
9 points of physical damage.
Okay. Okay. All right. After that, we have boar number 2, and seeing as the tabaxi is attacking him, he's going to attack back. He's going to try and tusk you with a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. And you take 10 points of slashing damage as it like.
Ooh,
Ooh, that's
sharp
fair.
tusks.
Hit for a hit.
All right. After that one, we go to Lily.
I do.
What do?
Seeing this boar that has gorged tail, Lily has basically just goes over to the creature and basically then seems like he's gonna go for the boar, but they're near the fire, are they not?
Yeah, they've trampled into the center where everyone's gathered around the fire pit, and they're kind of just causing havoc there.
Okay. Lily does
except for the one with Roland.
Yeah, except for the one with Roland, which is kind of off to the side.
Yeah.
Lily tries to make like a kind of a really big shouting and intimidation noise to draw the attention of the other 2 boars, and for the one that's on tail, he again will make another bolt at it.
Okay.
That would be a 9.
That will not hit.
And I guess for my intimidation, I roll an intimidation roll of 8.
Oh yeah, they're just
Yeah.
winking at you.
They don't care.
They don't care. All right. Yeah.
Yep.
I guess since the commotion that's closest to me is probably the one that's attacking Tail, I will pull out the short bow of Chatty Pete and fire one of my
Hashtag
arrows
Chatty Pete.
He
Yeah,
lives on
it's
to our
engraved in.
weapon.
towards that boar.
All right. Roll to hit.
10.
Oh, you just miss.
Oh.
Yeah.
Your shot goes a little bit wide.
Yeah.
All right. War number 3 is going to attack one of the halflings.
No.
Oh, that's a hit. Okay. And oh boy, they do not have much HP.
Oh no. Not the first
No!
casualty.
Denise!
I hope it's not Denise.
Oh boy. Okay, that's 13 points of damage to a little Denise with 3 HP.
Mm.
So she goes flying off,
Ooh.
bleeding, and she is perished.
Just bad
Then we come
times.
to boar number 1 is going to tusk at Roland.
Okay.
And that's a 13 to hit.
That's still above my AC now.
Okay. So you're going to get hit for 6 points of slashing damage.
6 points of slashing?
Yep. And the rest of the halflings will come rushing forward and shove the third boar into the fire.
Ooh.
Literally living up to their name, Hogtipper. And they will tip this giant boar into the fire. And it's going to hit that fire and it's going to squeal. Let's see. Oh boy, okay. Okay. On its turn, it's going to run. Okay, so we come back around to Chase's tail.
So the one that killed Denise, is it the one that they just pushed in the fire?
Yes.
And it's still alive.
It's on fire. And yeah.
Okay, one second. I'm trying to see if this would.
You can smell the pork crackling.
Oh yeah. Smells delicious.
Question. I guess I wouldn't be able to know this unless. Say, would magical vines burn? Or.
Probably.
Oh, I'm reading the wrong one. Okay. I was like, well, it's not mentioning it anywhere.
If it's a druidic spell, probably.
No, it's a grasping arrow.
Grasping arrow. Okay.
It says wreathed in brambles, but I don't know if it's because it's magic it wouldn't burn, but I'm gonna assume. So I was just gonna make sure it couldn't leave the fire, but
I'd say the brambles would catch fire as well. So.
okay, yeah, because I feel like Tail would know the physical properties of it. That's why I wasn't sure. In that case, how far is it from me? Like the fire, where I am with this boar?
So you're probably about 5 feet from the fire, kind of thing.
5 feet. Okay, like I guess in like.
So you got a boar in
5 feet
front of
close
you,
enough to attack it, or.
and like it's like 5 feet off to your sides where the fire is and where the boar
so there'd
is.
be like if on a map there'd be a square between us.
Yeah.
Dang. Don't know if I should just risk the. Screw it. I'm going to. Swing my bow. And then shoot the one that just killed Denise.
pew. So he's on fire. Like, take this, rotisserie boar style.
And I'm gonna make
Mm.
it a seeking arrow.
Okay. So what does that do for the viewers at home?
So I don't make an attack roll for it, because I've seen it within the last minute. It basically, you know, Yondu, how it like automatically just he whistles and it hits.
Yeah.
It's that kind of arrow. And it ignores cover. And if what type of thing? So you try and read what it says on here. It's my first time doing an arcane shot. It has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
On a fail, it takes damage as if it was hit by an arrow plus 1d6 force damage, and I will know where it is.
Okay, so what does it have to beat for the dex save?
13.
I got a 12.
Ha! So it will take the damage from the arrow plus 1d6. So
Okay.
that is the wrong dice. I said bow, so that's a d8, and then a d6. 10 damage to it.
Okay.
Nice.
It's not looking too great, aside from being on fire. It's looking pretty badly hurt.
Oh,
Rolling.
sorry, that was a tracking thing. It
Alright.
was a bit of a waste. I thought like once you hit it, you knew where it was like past that point, but you just learn where it is when you hit it. So that was, I know where it is, guys. It's in the fire.
That giant beacon of a pig, I know exactly where it is.
It's only
I misread
squealing.
that.
Squealing
Yeah,
on fire.
Mhm.
Wisp has the one that you hit it and you know for a while. That's where I was confused.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh well, I still have the extra damage. So
Roland will attack the boar that's still currently engaged with him.
Okay. Well, that was quick. You guys gonna have a nice honeymoon, or?
Well, depends. Does a nat 20 get me towards a better promised lands then?
We're in love.
You don't understand our love. Yeah, and that 20's gonna hit.
All right, time for crit damage. So in terms of the crit, you just roll the damage dice twice and then just add the extra damage once. Is that right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. So that is a total of 16 points of damage.
Okay.
As
now,
I-
forgive me while I math for a minute here. Watch the
fair
smoke come out of my ears.
Oh,
It's all contained in the headphones.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm good.
okay. As long as you're good.
All right. So, since Tail has shifted her focus from the boar that was attacking her, it's going to attack her again.
No.
For a 16 to hit.
yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Yeah, but this isn't the one that killed Denise. This one doesn't need
No.
to pay.
Mhm.
12 points of damage.
Ugh.
And after that boar comes Lily.
Lily basically sees this boar still attacking Tail, makes a flurry of blows upon this creature.
Nice.
Does a 13 hit?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like Rocky Balboa and the butcher punching a slab of meat.
Yep.
I'm guessing an 8 does not hit.
An 8 will not hit, no.
Okay. 21 should hit.
Yep.
And a 16 should hit.
Yep.
So he basically goes for one arm strike, punches the thing in the neck, swings with his other hand, and basically misses the creature as he tries to get in on this thing. Pummels down and gets 2 more shots into its head.
But it's not like an obvious miss. You like artfully turn it into another punch. You're just like, it's
Nice.
like punch.
Yeah, I basically go, my hand goes down to the ground, and then I hold onto its horn, and then go bam, bam with the other
Yeah.
with the other fist. So total
It's
damage.
a fake out.
Yeah, it was a fake out.
So So 18 points of damage total.
Oh boy. Yeah, that pig. You've punched it so hard it looks like it's you might have ruptured something. It's bleeding pretty hard.
Ooh. Internal hemorrhaging.
Internal hemorrhaging. Yaff! Yaff, queen.
Yeah, I guess I'll. So I could see the one on fire, I'd imagine.
Yes, I'm sure everyone can see the one on fire.
Yeah.
If we can't see it,
Especially me.
Yes, you know exactly where it is. And then sorry,
So
the other
worth
one's
the
got
spell slot.
internal hemorrhaging, but it's not dead.
It's not dead. They're both. Those two are both looking pretty bad.
Okay,
Mhm.
well, I'm only aware of these two, I'd imagine. So
yeah.
I'm gonna continue my focus on the one that's not on fire.
Okay.
I will try and shoot another of my remaining arrows at it.
Okay.
And I'm not going to hit it.
Aww.
What'd you get?
I got a
Out of
9.
curiosity. Oh.
Well, I rolled a 4, but I got a 9.
So that arrow
Wow.
goes wide, hits one of the kegs of halfling ale, and pierces a hole right in
Oh.
it. So just like spring in like a shooting out of the barrel.
I deserve that. You'll never
Your
forget the
tail-
name.
Your name will go down in infamy.
So the flaming boar is going to frantically run. Not in any of your direction. It's gonna right into the woods, full movement.
Oh, cool.
But you can
Forest
definitely still
fires.
you can still see it. Yeah. Only you could prevent forest fire.
And we had one job and we didn't do it.
The other one's going to attack Roland.
Okay.
It's 19.
That's it.
And let's see. 7 points of damage. As it gores you with his tusk again.
Man, I'm gonna have more scars and puncture wounds than being filled with arrows at this point in time.
Listen, I mean, this is a campaign with me. You should be used to this.
That's so cool.
Well, I'm glad I'm taking the brunt of the damage too.
I don't know. I
Without
think
your
Tails
armor on.
taking-
I mean, that's my own fault for not focusing on the one that I'm fighting on. I'm trying to have my bacon and eat it too.
And let them have pork.
The halflings are going to run and they're going to tip the other hog, the one that's internal hemorrhaging, into the fire.
Can Lily assist?
Yeah, sure. Roll me a strength check.
And I will move out of the way.
Dirty 20.
Nice. The halfling's got a 20, a 19, and a 16. So,
Wow.
it was a natural 20 for one of the halflings, Danny. I don't know if you want to push the button, but...
Doesn't affect us in
Okay.
either way.
So they tip the hog
Everybody
right into the
else.
fire,
Bow, 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 bow. There
and
it
the
is.
hog is dead.
Oh, well, fresh fiddles for everybody.
So that was the one that gored Chase's tail twice. So it is now roasting on the fire,
Mhm.
just like...
I guess did it fall on its companion?
No, his companion ran before.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, it ran away.
But does Tail know where that companion is in the woods?
If I shoot another
Yes.
seeking arrow, I will.
In fact, you can still see it. It's only about
We just see a
I'd say
glow
about
in the distance.
40 feet away. Yeah.
It's
40
great
feet.
balls of fire.
Doing great.
As one of my old friends used to say, follow your nose.
That makes no sense.
Was he a toucan?
He might have been. His name was Sam.
Oi.
I vault. All right. We come back around to Chase's tail.
Cool beans. How much cover does the one in the woods have?
I'd say you'd actually have advantage on the shot because it is a beacon.
I'm going
A
to...
beacon
A
of
beacon
bacon.
of bacon, you might say.
I'm going to shoot another just normal arrow at this one now that I understand how these frickin' things work.
Okay. The beacon is lit. Gondor calls for aid.
Gondor calls for pork.
22.
Okay, that'll hit for sure.
Where is my D8?
You need a date? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. And I also need a D8. 9 damage
9 damage.
to the flaming boar running away.
Okay. That boar collapses.
Good.
Like you fire that
Okay.
arrow, and he's like,
How far was
hits
it?
it, and it just goes, skids in the trees. It is down. It is dead.
How far was it at this point?
It was about 40 feet away.
Can I run to it? And I guess I can't for this turn, but get ready to put out the flames.
So yeah, you can still move the
Yeah.
30 feet to get there.
I have
You'll still be.
feline agility, so
Oh, that's right. Tabaxi.
I can make it.
Nice.
All right. Yeah. So
And then,
you're
yeah,
over,
I'm
and it
ready to put
smells. It smells delicious. Your kitty mouth is watering.
Too bad you're
just
full.
salivating. Ah.
You're
Curse
drooling.
those flies.
I'll put out the fire with my drool, guys.
All right. Roland.
All right, this boar is not going down anytime. Let's end this piggy. Does an 18 hit?
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right. For a whopping 8 points of damage.
All right. Now, I can't remember. Does your sword do radiant damage as well, or is that only radiant to undead?
That's against undead and fiends.
And fiends. Okay.
Yeah, it
I
still
wasn't sure.
has
Some-
the
some-
aura.
Yeah. Now,
So-
as a paladin, you could be using Divine Smite, could you not?
For that one, I could, but
Okay.
That's-
No, I'm just making sure I'm aware of the rules for the classes. I've read up on all of you, so I know your
Mhm.
weaknesses. I know your strengths.
yeah, I
must
could
defeat-
use divine. I could use divine smite, but I'm just playing with the character for right now since.
Yep. Oh yeah. No, I was just
dealing with
curious.
some exploration.
Just trying to factor in your level and everything. Make sure I'm not gonna
Mhm.
overly
Instant
challenge
bus.
you. You know, throw a whole bunch of crawling hands that are like a nothing challenge rating and almost kill you.
Well, to be honest,
I
that
mean,
was
makes-
the dice god saying, "Yeah, we don't like James. Let's just get rid of him first."
It makes for some entertaining viewing. I'm sure people at home
Yes.
loved watching you guys get clawed to death.
Yes.
I enjoyed pulling them off, flinging them at things.
Okay, so yeah, the board footage is looking mighty blurry, but it's still
Blurry.
standing hard. We come around to Lily.
So I suppose I can see Roland.
Quick perception check.
24.
Oh yeah, definitely. You're like, bing! Still another pig.
Well, it also
Uh,
helps that I've got like a little light around me too because of the
how,
holy event.
how far away is he?
Yeah, that's right. He's got his sword out, so there's a little bit of light. He's probably about 10, 15 feet away from you.
Easy enough.
You do that like
he-
Kill Bill thing where you meet the eye with the boar. It's like,
Yeah, he doesn't. He
Ba-da-da.
kind of just squints a little to the blade, but he
Yeah.
moves over without hesitation and goes in to lay into this piggy's back.
Okay, yeah. Hit some back bacon.
I was just more thinking along the lines of Bane of just picking up the boar and just cracking his back.
He's tenderizing, man. He's tenderizing.
I mean, this is a giant boar. It's a large creature, so
13.
I'm sure
13
Lily could
hits.
pick it up.
So he lays in again with his other martial prowess. He slams in with a fist to the spine, and then he slams in again with another fist to the same spot. That one's a nat 20. And Asworth, after that, he lays in with a flurry of blows, using his monk prowess to continue that assault on that one spot in the pig's spine.
Mhm.
One of them is a 19, and the other is also another nat 20.
Two nat
Wow.
20s.
2 nat 20s. Okay, this is gonna be a butt ton of damage. So
Who needs to worry about marinade when you just got Lily's fists?
Ultra tender.
Oh,
Chicken tender.
succulent.
I'll just put the dice down because I feel like I won't need to attack. Good, because I'm useless anyways.
23 points of damage.
Oh, don't say that.
Holy cow. So, yeah, you crack the boar's spine and you continue to like pummel it. This is like the tenderest pork that will ever exist because it is just
He's going for paralysis.
it is completely dead. Like you have killed it hard.
It is
Okay.
it's paralyzed.
He
because it
doesn't want
can't
to
move.
overkill it,
Dead.
so whatever point it slumps dead, he does stop.
Okay. Yeah, so the boars are dead. The
Fire
hog tippers
going out
go
before we start a forest
and,
fire.
they collect Denise's body and bring it back, and
Ooh.
yeah,
We
they
had
wrap
try
her
and
in
drag
a
the pig
blanket and load her in one of the wagons.
Lily goes back over to his discarded painting, which is got a little dirt on it. He kind of just picks off the pieces, but it's mostly okay. He brings it over to Tim
Colm.
Colm. And gives it to him. It's a somewhat rusty portrait of Denise as she was sitting, but at least it's complete. And he goes, I feel you'd probably want to have that.
He sheds a tear there, looking at it. He's thank you. Hugs about your knee, you know.
Yeah. He kind of tries to lean down to return it, and he goes, I'm sorry for your loss. Death is never easy, but it's not the end. She's on the next journey now.
Well, we tipped those hogs like we normally would do, but it's really tough when we lose one of our own.
Perhaps if you bring her to a city, they might be able to do something for you.
There's no cities round here, and we don't have that kind of money for resurrection.
Well, as I say, she's on her next journey now. I'm sure she would have been pleased with your hog tipping in her memory.
We'll bury her up at the farm now, underneath her favourite tree. She'll like that. But there's no time to be real sad. We've got some hogs to eat, eh? It smells really delicious. Let's cook them up proper.
Tails
They
trying to
drag all
grab the one that she would put out.
Oh yeah,
before we
there's a whole
go.
bunch of halflings like come over and help you, and they all drag it back, and they roast them up and
No,
cook them up.
roast them up real good. Chef's
Yeah.
orders.
Lily will help try to put them up where they need to be to help to cook them and whatnot.
Yep. So you know, they'll call it a night, and in the morning, the halflings are already gone. They've already left by the time you guys wake up. But there is a barrel full of salt pork for all of you.
Nice. I suppose Lily's probably up at the crack of dawn.
Okay.
So you probably watch them leave then.
Okay. No, he gets up at the crack of dawn, and for about probably 2 hours or so, he basically just disrobes down to his pants and sits in a place with complete sunlight if it is sunny that day.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's
Then
it's
he,
it's partially cloudy, but
Yep.
you know, otherwise sunny.
Yeah, no, he sits there and just seems to sit there on his knees, hands on his thighs, and just stares at the sunrise.
Just does some meditation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
He seems a bit uncomfortable, but he's just sitting there.
Okay. And then yeah, by the time you all wake up, you know, Dwaren's up. He's got a campfire going for cooking up some breakfast, frying up some of that pork that's been left over, and a couple of eggs.
Tails just chilling in a nearby tree.
All right. So, what do you guys want to do at this moment?
So when we get ready to leave, everybody cut out, so that might be me.
You just did a whole bunch of
Yeah,
possessed
I
like
think that was
movements.
for
You're like,
Yeah.
everybody.
That was
I
just
was like,
a
everyone's so
glitch
quiet.
on Discord. Let's try that again.
Just a hiccup.
Yeah.
There we go. I'm connected. before we leave, Taylor's gonna hop out of her tree. Go. So, I was thinking, how did we get in the cave?
And more to the point, who are you people?
Yes, that's a good question. All of them are good questions.
Lily's
Notice
coming
I did my
back.
ventriloquism act. I just asked that second question without moving my mouth.
Right. Yeah. Lily's coming back listening to this question. He's putting on his clothes again and he's putting his mask back on. He goes, I don't recall why I was in that cave. I don't really recall much.
Yeah, because I don't think I was near here. I was helping some people out with a thing, and then... Yeah, I feel like I would remember ending, like, something that would lead up to being in a cave full of corpses.
So the town of Red Larch is familiar to all of you except for Roland.
Yep, I have no idea why I'm here. Last time that I have any recollection is I was on a mission and wind out in the cavern with all of you.
I suppose the good question is, what are some of our most recent recollections?
That is a good question. I gotta pull up my notes to remember.
Well, I recollect a bunch of zombies rolling all you in a corpse cart into the cave and then dumping you. I mean, I could see you breathing, but that was about all I remember.
I thought you were on your retirement.
Obviously, it was a short term. Yeah.
Hey, yeah, do you want some eggs with your breakfast?
Hey, whoa,
Isn't that
hey, whoa.
cannibalism?
Well, the most recent thing I remember is I was helping out some monks. But, like, that... Barry, do you remember where that was? Or...
Yeah, so it was a monastery that you helped them locate. And it was the Sacred Stone Monastery, which, as you recall, you helped them discover it about northeast, mostly east of Red Larch.
Okay. So, like, relatively in the area.
Yeah, in the Destern Valley, so...
And Bear, was my last recollection the dwarven place we discussed?
Correct, yeah.
Okay. Just making sure. We talked about it, but I didn't say if that was my last memory or not.
Yeah.
Okay.
And again, that one was not too far. I'm just looking at my map here. Where is it? Yeah, and that's actually also about east of Red Larch as well.
And I was playing music for a small village. Where is that in relation?
So that would have
don't know where.
That would have been, you were playing in a small village that was west of Red Larch.
Okay.
Okay.
Last I recall was that I was in a giant dwarven ruins, it seemed. There were pillars and sculptures and all kinds of things around. And that was about some distance east of Red Larch. And where are we now? Dwalin, where are we now?
We're about, I'd say about 20 miles south of Red Larch.
Well, I was playing music for a friendly group of people in a village to the west of Red Larch, but you people should all know who I am.
Nobody here knows who you are.
Perhaps
we do now.
Thoroughly, word has gotten out.
Perhaps it takes time for your great palace.
You guys probably just forgot. It's okay.
No, I haven't been here long, so, like, I'm sure that's why.
Well, considering we all have a large chunk of memory missing and have obviously traveled distances that we don't recollect, and we all wound up in the same place, that seems a little, at least, curious.
To say yes, I would
say
agree.
the very least.
Lovely.
I think it might be worth possibly investigating if we can, but not like we have much to go off of aside from maybe the necromancer, but that's been dealt with.
Yes, we've raced off it to that.
Look, I needed to make his head into paste, alright? I needed to. I had no choice.
There's always a choice.
No, you don't understand. I have a curse. I had no choice.
Curse.
You have a curse, huh?
Tails like, whoo!
What kind of curse?
I have an ancestor who's haunting my ass.
Oh.
And I have to do something he tells me at least once a month. And he told me to kill the necromancer, and that was the one thing I had to do this month.
And there was no other stipulations due to the fact that he was abusing the corpses and the sanctity of life at that point.
He still
Fair
deserves
enough.
justice. Any creature does.
No,
Right.
because I didn't want to have to be bound for another month.
I can
My
understand.
holier than thou ancestor who's like floating right there, you wee bastard, I hate you.
I can understand.
Tail squints really hard to see if she can see it.
Give me an Arcana check.
Oh,
I can
I'm decent
understand
at that.
the curse. It's more the comment of
I'm not decent at that.
killing something for the sake of being evil.
7.
Yes, I agree.
Oh no, that's
7.
athletics. 9. 9.
As you say.
Yeah, you don't see anything hovering over her shoulder very pointed, but yeah.
Yeah.
Athletics instead of Arcana. Yeah, I
They're
agree.
right next to each other.
Well, Lily, I'm sorry I hurt your feelings by killing an awful evil monster of a person.
No, I understand. You're cursed. Lily doesn't seem upset. It's just a way of life that I try to give people a second chance. Or at least a chance of justice. It seems only fair. But sometimes other circumstances can get in the way of that, and having a curse seems like quite a valid circumstance.
I
you guys are ready to roll?
Yep.
Sorry, go ahead, James.
Rome was just going to pipe up saying that, well, yes, you did dispatch the necromancer. It probably would have been best to put him before judgment trial of his peers and do something more. However, since the deed has been done, we can't go back and reverse what we have taken forward.
So take him into a town what has a graveyard, lock him in a cell so he can sit there all day casting spells, then have everybody's auntie rise out from the ground, break him out of jail, and kill everyone else in the village.
Whoever said that they needed to keep him in a cell, they could just take him to the town courtyard, bring the assembly there, do justice as is, and see fit to whether he needs to be executed or do some sort of, atonement for the crime he's done.
You're not familiar with the towns around here very much, are you? They don't have a wee courtyard they can go and do that sort of stuff in. It's much smaller scale than you're thinking.
But do we even know that he was bad?
If he was summoning the undead to life, I would assume that
maybe he just
evil.
wanted friends or fans.
I mean, they were dressed up. Maybe it was like a kid playing with dolls. I mean, kind of morbid, but still.
Yeah, that's where I got
evil.
this hat.
Are you actually defending a necromancer?
I pointed at my jester hat.
Like the devil's advocate.
Yeah, I know you're wearing your jester hat.
Do you think someone evil would make something so fun like this hat?
I mean, I don't think he made the hat. He didn't make the corpse, though. Or animate the corpse? If he made the corpse, then he is bad.
So the distinction is, as long as you don't make the corpses, you're an okay person.
No, it's a thin line.
I think the point of the matter is he is dead, and arguing over what could and should possibly may have been is pointless. We should probably just move on and go to Red Larch, see what we can find, and perhaps answers.
Agreed.
Yes. they'll load up the cart, and Dwarn will ask you, look, I'll take you to Red Larch. You can ask around for some information, but could I hire your services again for something?
I did lose 100 gold last night, so yeah.
What about do you want us to do?
Play music, right?
No, more in the
But-
adventure vein of things.
But I will get to play some music for the people.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm in.
I won't stop you.
Say no more.
So, my fiance was part of a caravan from Mirabar. They were going along here through the Detherin Valley, and they were heading towards Waterdeep. Just a bunch of artisans and craftspeople, diplomats and whatnot, trying to set up more established trade routes with some of the bigger cities. And I haven't heard from her in quite some time, so I'm a little worried. So I was wondering if you could help me locate some lost people.
There's a lot of people going missing recently, huh? Well, I guess that was a month ago for the other one, but...
It was 5 months ago for the halfling.
You'd be
Ooh.
surprised how many people go missing in this world.
Yes.
I would
too
not
drunk,
be
I wasn't
against
listening.
helping you find these people. I'm sure anywhere we travel has an equal amount of chance for us finding possible answers as to why we're missing our memory. So
Yeah, and I'll be happy to chauffeur you around if you want my company, or I'll shuffle off and find you guys some pack horses or something.
No, your company would be most appreciated, and I cannot speak for everyone else here, but I will lend you my sword and abilities the best I can to help you out.
Right. So he says he'll offer you the party another 500 gold if you help him locate the caravan. Not
Okay.
500 per person, but 500 total.
Total.
Yeah.
Billy just nods and he goes, "That seems fair."
Okay. So you guys take the little hop in the wagon. So what's the orientation here? Who's going to sit up front? I mean, you could all comfortably sit in the back, but Dwarn will sit up front.
I'm
Remember,
gonna
it's like a
sit with
gypsy
Perk
wagon
again.
sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So where are you sitting? Sorry,
I'm
Tail?
gonna sit with Perk again. Last time
Okay,
we
sit in
lost
the back
nobody
with
because I gave him some gold.
the fairy dragon. Yeah. Oh yeah, he's like I said, he's like a lap cat to you right now because you gave him gold. So
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Lily is definitely in the cart, just kind of sitting up against the side, just holding his pack. He's up.
okay.
Just join the ride.
Gath, where are you sitting?
On top of the cart.
On top of the cart. Open
Yeah.
wings open like
Sometimes-
yeah, it's like I'm flying.
Sometimes he likes to fly up and do
Like a
a couple
dog sticking his head out the
swoops.
window.
A couple
Mhm.
swoops in front of the wagon like birds do in front of cars. And
That
So yeah,
sounds about right.
he hooks his giant goat up. All right, Prouse, let's get ready to go. Roland, where are you sitting?
I'll probably sit in the back of the wagon, just sort of
back of the
watching the
wagon.
road
Okay.
disappear behind us.
All right. So yeah, the day whiles on. You make it to Red Larch around lunchtime.
Can I just say that while we're going? So I'm guessing fairy dragon that Perk speaks Draconic, right?
Oh, that's making me look shit up.
I
What
would
the hell,
think so.
Megan?
Sorry. My character's an anthropologist. I was
Who does
made
that?
to make you look things up.
This belongs in a
Pseudo.
museum.
He's a pseudo dragon, not a fairy dragon.
you're the anti-DM.
Oh,
Yes. Or I'm
making
the
him
person
work
that
harder.
let the DM show off all of their stuff that they otherwise don't get to show off.
True, true.
All right. Pseudo dragon. Languages. Understands common and draconic, but cannot speak.
Cannot speak. Darn,
Nope.
I was gonna ask if it had any embarrassing stories to share.
It has limited telepathy.
Oh,
It can communicate simple ideas, emotions, and images telepathically with any creature within 100 feet that can understand the language.
I'm gonna see if I would.
So you'd just be having little simplified pictures pop up in your head, kind of
In that
thing.
case, I'm gonna play I Spy with Perk on the way.
The answer Perk gives you 99% of the time is gold.
And I say yes. Every
Oh.
time.
Lily gets
Little
really
head tilt.
curious about what you're doing, and he goes, What are you doing?
No, I'm playing I Spy. I'm bored.
What's I Spy?
Basically, you look around for something, and you go I spy with my little eye something that is, and then you describe like a color or like something about it, like something that is green, and the person has to tell you what they see that's green and see if they get it right.
Lily just kind of like looks out the cart. I wouldn't be very good at this game.
Why would you say that?
Yeah,
I
why?
can't see color through my mask.
Okay,
can't see
okay,
it
then
all
we'll
through my
change
mask.
it. I spy with my little eye something that is tall.
A tree?
Yes.
In all of your minds, in the wagon there, the three of you just see gold. And you, the little dragon.
I say yes
So-
to Perk as well. Even though
Sorry, what was that?
I say
I think-
yeah.
No, I think Ashley's muted.
Oh, god damn it. Sorry, I pushed it with my thigh.
Oh, there we go. Now we're
Go
back
ahead,
in
Megan.
action.
Go ahead, Megan.
Oh no, I was heard. I just thought he was
okay.
saying that to me because I
No,
didn't
Lily
see
just
that
looks
you muted.
around and he's like kind of. I mean, you can't really tell. He's just looking around and he kind of goes, Did everybody else hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like
Well, it's not like a hearing thing. It's like you saw a little image.
mhm.
Or see that, I should say.
Yeah, I did too. Rather bizarre.
Meanwhile, Tails has had it in her head for like the last 2 hours.
It's like, this is cool. This is okay.
What is it?
You guys
then?
hear a nice Moroccan washboard song on the roof.
I have to say, I appreciate that musical. That's the first I've come across that one.
Are you writing these
all
down?
original.
It's all in here.
I can't see you, but I'm assuming you gestured to your head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, queen.
What do you guys want?
Play the one you played 2 times back. That one was cool.
You're praising your songs. They're entertaining, and the fact that you play with the washboard and maracas is very unique.
Yeah, well, you play with what you got.
I'll ensure that ballads are sung upon you of your intricacies there, friend.
Isn't that his job?
Well, he might need a captive audience to do that too.
Well, it would be
Like,
somebody would
how
just write a
captive?
song about me like Mr. Tambourine Man. Mr. Washboard Bird.
Mr. Washburn.
Mr. Washburn.
Washboard
Mr.
Man,
Washbird?
sing us this song
Washburn.
tonight.
So you guys come into Red Larch along the long road there. And I've got a map here. Let's see if I can...
Oh, it's a map.
Oh, snapskis. It's map
Oh, map.
time.
If there's a
So you're
place
coming
you
from-
gotta go.
Coming from the south here. Up the long road. Pretty.
The south.
All right. From the south. And Dwarin will pull up into around the center of town there where the long road meets that crossroad.
Mhm.
And he'll say, over here we've got the Swinging Sword. That's probably the best place to go into to get the information. It's a tavern. I'll stay in the cab because the owner, the proprietor, she's not a big fan of me. Kaelissa and I have had some disagreements in the past, so I'll just
Ah.
hide.
It's okay.
So what was the
I
name of
bet
it?
she's a fan of me.
Was she a lover that you crossed?
Oh, maybe not. I am not at living. A gentleman doesn't talk about his like. Yeah, we fact.
Obviously not very well if she's mad at you. That's
Oh
very
no, she's
sad.
mad at me for a different reason because I then later had sexual intercourse with her fiance, husband to be, if you will, and she was not
Oh.
happy about that.
This guy fucked.
So
I can see where she might have been irritated by that, considering I'm assuming she wanted monogamy.
I think that's what happened there. So, if you don't mind, don't mention me, but ask about the caravan from Mirabar.
Okay,
we'll make sure that we don't bring up your name.
Please, thank you.
considering she'd probably hate us as well.
Guilty by
Yes.
association, probably, yes.
Yeah, well, let's try to be on good terms.
Okay. You said the caravan from
Mirabar.
Mirabar. Okay. Why are we asking about the caravan from Mirabar?
Because that's where my fiance was.
Yes.
Wait, so she was your mistress?
No, I still love her.
No, not your fiance. The irritable woman who hates you right now.
Kaelissa, she's a lover. I wouldn't say a mistress.
I see. And you both have fiancés.
Aye. I also have a husband, another husband, another wife.
Alive? Or
Aye, all alive.
hey, I won't judge.
In fact, one of my husbands lives in this town. I might actually go and see him for a little pick-me-up, if you know what I mean.
That would be pleasant.
You
Perhaps while we
may-
talk to your irritable lover, you can go converse with your husband.
Right.
It's very hard to say. He has no expression because he's wearing this mask, but he seems to be like actually genuine about what he says and truly intrigued and whatnot. But it's very hard to see without any like facial expressions upon him.
This guy
Yeah.
married.
Staring blankly at you.
So the building itself is a 3-story stone structure, crowned by steep slate roof, bristles with many chimneys. Signboard juts out over the door, hanging from a chain. It's a 10-foot long carved wooden sword, emblazoned with the inn's name, a swinging sword in red paint on both sides. An inn yard with stables and outbuildings
I
lies
got it.
behind the building.
Cool.
Yeah.
Lily looks to Roland and goes, perhaps you would be the best person to maybe talk with her, considering that you are a knightly sort.
I can certainly do my best and see what might happen.
You seem the most normal.
Hey, I'll take that as a compliment.
Hey, whoa, hey, whoa.
Well,
I'm
I
not
mean,
too sure how I can take that, but all right.
a tabaxi, a birdman, and an elf walk into a bar. It's kind of like the start of a
So-
joke more than anything.
Look, that's kind of what the building looks like right there.
Oh, yes.
I'm just saying you're human, and they probably won't suspect you as someone odd because you're human.
Oh, hopefully not.
What if he's a human trafficker?
Well, if they're peddling in that sort of deal, I'm
I'm just saying most people don't judge humans.
I go into the building.
Yeah, I'm going in.
Yeah.
So yeah, as soon as you walk in, the entire place erupts. Yeah!
My goodness gracious.
Well, obviously, he found his audience.
Finally.
His adoring
There's
crowd.
there's about 30-40 people in here.
I'm
all,
going to take
having
bows
drinks.
and shake hands and kiss babies.
There's no babies in here, but
I will kiss
yeah.
the babies.
they're all cheering. Yeah, it's back. Yeah, woo, yeah. Play us that one song that goes. Chick, chick, chick.
I know that one. I
Maybe
wrote
the one
it.
that-
First, business.
Oh,
Lily
It's
always takes
alright.
his mask
Yeah,
off.
there's the entire room kind of goes. Oh,
Now, have I played here before, or are these just people that have been in other villages where I've played?
you don't remember playing here, but from the feeling you're getting, you've played here before.
Okay.
I'm sure you cannot let your adoring crowd be remiss of your epic songs there.
A rather drunk patron is trying to push you towards the stage. Like, come on, man, play that one. It's like, chicka chicka cha, chicka chicka cha cha.
Okay, I guess I got one in me.
Perhaps while you play Yaf, we can talk to the irritable lover.
Yes.
Okay, that sounds good.
Talk.
I mean, her name's Clarissa. I feel like if we don't want her to
Clarissa.
know about you-know-who, we shouldn't be calling her
I'm
that.
very bad with
K.
names.
Lessa.
Kaylessa? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm very bad
I need
with
a better
names.
headset.
So I asked Roland.
Okay.
Lily at least takes his mask off and puts his hood down and
Okay.
makes himself a little less imposing, but let's Roland take the point.
Well,
Yeah. The entire bar is like, yeah, woo! Roll me a performance check there, yeah.
I got my pen cup here too. Performance.
give him an advantage for that.
That is 26.
Oh yeah, the
Nice.
place is all like
Dang.
up. They're like, woo, yes, wow. Oh man, best performance, woo.
Dude, you have to now invest in a pair of maracas and a washboard.
Yep.
I don't care how crappy it
I'll
is.
see what I can dig up.
But
Go
for
to the
moments like
dollars.
those, I feel it's necessary.
Go to Salvation Army. See what they got.
So yeah, while Yath is on stage playing and whatnot, performing, people are hooting and hollering. You guys go over to the bar.
Mhm.
The proprietor is there, Kaylissa. She's 40-ish. Pleasant, sturdy woman. And yeah, she's kind of dark hair, light skin. And she sees you guys come up and she says, "Oh, you came in with Yath, hey? Well, the
That's
drinks are on the house." She plunks 3 ales down and gives you guys some stew.
That's very
Don't
kind
be
of
that
you.
person, Danny. Don't be that
Don't
guy.
you-
We had
don't you be
Roland
doing-
Dude Man in another campaign that played all night.
I'm not.
Don't be
I
that
was
guy.
just told to take the stage, you know?
Don't be that guy.
Remember, full immersion.
No.
Yes.
Full immersion makes
Has
you
to
wanna
be.
kill people.
You
yeah,
did
you
this.
guys,
Just remember.
Okay, axe that maraca and washboard request because I feel this would be a bad idea now.
Possibly. We'll see.
I regret everything.
Eh.
I regret nothing.
Clearly.
So yeah, the 3 of you are at the bar there, and you're being served, and yeah, what do you do?
What do you do?
Well, I take a look around. How lively is the bar? Like, are all the levels now watching the performance?
So there's the main level, there's the upper level, which can look down, but the top level is a solid floor.
Okay.
So there are some people up on the second floor kind of looking down, watching the performance and whatnot, but most of the patrons are at the tables in and around the common area.
Okay. No, I take a swig of the ale, satisfying, crisp flavor, and set down with a good, refreshing. We have some fine ale here.
Feel like
Yeah,
it's
she'll
like,
say that, oh, yeah, we get dwarves through all the time and bring the best booze.
Well, it's interesting. You bring up a dwarf. We've sort of run into a few on the trail here. More curiously enough, have you heard of any caravans going through here?
Are you talking about the Mirror Bar Caravan?
Yes, that one in particular.
Yeah, lots of everybody's seen it go through.
Fair enough. Has there been any word upon it then?
Not since they rolled through a few months ago.
A few months ago. Fair enough.
The rage is beginning to show in Ashley's face.
a little bit. This is only just because this brings back horrible memories.
Despite all my rage, I am still just an elf in a cage.
Lily does smell his ale though, and is kind of like intrigued by this thing, and takes a sip of it, and kind of just is like turns to tail, like really quietly, goes, "This stuff tastes like donkey piss."
How you know that tastes like, but I mean, yeah, it doesn't taste good.
It's an analogy, isn't
You
it?
drink. She writes down the analogy. I'm not going to write it down right now, but
Why does it taste terrible? Is it supposed to taste this bad?
it's supposed to taste bad because the longer you drink it, the better it tastes because you're too drunk to taste it.
Oh. Lily just kind of continues to sip it, and, like tries to curb his expression, but he keeps drinking it because this is what Tail said to do.
I mean, if you don't like it, you don't need to drink it.
But you said it gets better the longer you drink it.
Only if you get shit-faced.
Why would I want shit on my face?
Shit-faced?
That doesn't sound nice.
It makes you feel dizzy, I guess.
Oh god, why would I drink that?
Some people have different reasons.
Yeah,
I moved
the drink down and
I just
looks to the dwarven lady and just smiles. It's rather handsome smile. He just kind of pleasantly smiles to her.
I'm gonna slowly sip my ale and eat the stew.
It is very savory. Lots of different meat. You think it's probably venison.
Definitely eat the stew.
Nice tasty deer.
Definitely eat the stew. Yes, about the
So-
caravan.
Yes, in regards to the caravan itself, were there any armed detachments that went with it? I'm not new, very new to these lands, so I'm not too sure what is dangerous and what is safe, quote unquote.
Well, we've been known to get work bands raiding down here every so often, but it's not too
Not too perilous then.
not too perilous. No. You know, the delegation came through, and they were taking kind of the long road about, not that the actual long road, but a longer route, hitting all these different cities and whatnot. I think the last I heard, they were headed for, I think, Summit Hall.
Summit Hall.
Yeah.
And whereabouts that?
That's to the east of here, much to the east. So if you go, you could either go north up to Westbridge, and then follow the road, the Stonebridge Trail. East, go over the Stonebridge and through Bellard, and then head south from there. You'll end up at Summit Hall. Or, I mean, you could go south through Wormford, and then north up to Summit Hall. It's kind of opposite us on the river here, on the Desserin River.
Oh.
But
Well, I guess which way would be the quickest route to that location then?
they're both kind of equidistant, really and truly. Although, personally, I would recommend going over the Stone Bridge if you haven't seen it. It's quite a grand sight.
Lily's ears like wiggle.
We might consider that when heading up there.
And his performance is over. There's a uproarious applause. People are, woo, yeah, and so Yath comes over, and Kalis will pour him some ale and a big bowl of stew. It says, Yath, welcome back. We haven't seen you in about 5 months.
Oh. Yeah, I've been busy. You know, playing some shows.
Ellie, the audience was definitely a lot livelier here, though.
Oh, ooh.
Wow,
Oh, I
that's
get
quite the
it.
slight.
Lily just kind of pauses and then looks to Tail.
I make jokes when I'm nervous, okay?
You don't even know how many fans I have. I've sold out the biggest venues.
I mean, there's obviously at least 50 fans, 40 fans in this room, so.
I just meant the cave. Jeez, guys, I wasn't insulting him.
Well, I thought you were making an allusion to his last performance.
Just you wait. You'll become a fan.
You'll become a fan too.
I'm fantastic.
All right.
Yeah.
Also,
She'll also look at Yath and say, "It's good to see that you've recovered from your injuries too."
You know, I get hurt so much. Which ones were those again?
Well, you stumbled in here. You had a couple arrows in your wing. One sticking out of your chest. You were bleeding heavily. You know, the priests at the All Faith Shrine were able to heal you up pretty well, but we were all worried about you for a while there. And you played a show for us one last time, and then off you went. You headed out east, saying you were looking for some lost fans. That was 5 months ago.
Oh yes. I'll have to go and thank the priests again.
Oh, those priests have moved on. We've got some new priests in the All Faith Shrine. They do a 1 month rotation sort of thing.
Okay.
Who might be currently at that shrine now, if you don't mind me asking?
Currently. Let's see. She searches her memory. Definitely just her memory, not
Pages of notes laid before.
pages of
her.
notes.
Well, memory could be
Guys, this
like a
stew is
lecture.
delicious. You definitely have to try some of it.
I definitely am enjoying the stew. It's much, much better than the drink.
Also, at this point, I feel like if I'm able to drink it without getting super, super drunk, just to be polite to her, I'm drinking Lily's drink as well.
Constitution saving throw for me.
Damn it!
No.
Just okay, finally. I'd like go to a bar and not get drunk in a campaign. 20, dirty 20.
Okay, yeah, you're fine. You're sturdy. So she'll tell you that Imdar Revlander, priest of Tempest, and Lemira Aladak, devotee of Soon, are serving at the shrine currently.
Very well. We may have some other forays to go apart in Red Larch, but we do appreciate your fine patronage and hosting capabilities, milady.
Well, if you're looking for a room for the night, you're friends of Yath or friends of mine, so I'll gladly put you up for no cost.
Very appreciated. Thank you.
Your magnanimity is most noted.
Told you guys people love me.
Definitely do, yeah. And she'll pull a pouch of gold out from underneath the table, and she's like, "Here's your usual fee." Puts it on the table for you. And 30 gold pieces.
It should have been
It's
a bar.
just
They get
growing.
so much gold.
They get so much money.
This is also the
Bars
most
get-
gold I've had with a character in a while. So
Bards get paid, and bards get laid.
Yeah.
Well, perhaps before we leave, one last question in regards to the caravan to Mirabar. Was there anyone notable who joined it the last time it departed from here?
No, nobody joined it. It's a large delegation of dwarves and elves and humans, and lots of artisans, crafters, forgers,
Okay.
lovely books. I don't know, lots of interesting things. Can I
Fair
get
enough.
a perception check from Chase's Tale, please?
7.
7. That's not enough. You do hear the door open and then close suddenly. That's about all you notice. So
I'm
Oh, I
actually
would-
good at perception.
Roland will
all right.
turn to the rest of the company present and say, shall we continue on our way, or would we like to spend some more merriment here?
I finish off the stew. Like just the full on like licking the bowl.
Definitely finish the stew politely. And
Yeah, I mean, Red Larch is a pretty decently sized town, as you guys saw from the map there. There's smithies, there's
Mm-hmm.
a wagon place, sundries,
Hitching station.
tannery, stoneworkers, what have you. But yeah, the adventure is yours.
I go, Kaylissa, That's how it's pronounced?
Kaylessa, yes?
Where would I go to get some arrows?
Some arrows.
Yeah, me too.
Arrows. Ooh. She scratches her head. I'm scratching my beard, but scratch. I got the headphones in the way. Let's see
She's a
here.
dwarf. She probably has a beard.
She's not a dwarf. She's a human.
Oh, dear. Just assumed.
She says, you can go to Tanter's smithy. He should have some stuff there.
Tanter Smithy?
Tanter, yeah.
Tanter. Oh, thank you kindly.
Yeah, he's been a blacksmith for around a decade now. He does good work.
Yeah, we can come back later and drink more donkey pith then.
She seems a little offended by that statement.
I'm going to, I know it's not much, but like try and like leave. I'll leave 2 gold on the counter and then I walk out.
Okay.
Oh, I'm in the wrong thing.
Well, Lily will get up to go with Tail.
I'm gonna chase Tail.
Oh.
I do wave.
As in
a-
actually follow you out the door.
Yeah.
I will be back, fans. Don't worry. This is not the last show you will see.
Don't be a stranger.
Yeah, we love our performances.
5 months is too long, man.
Then I immediately turn back in and go, which way to the smithy?
The smithy. Let's see here. All right, so
That way.
you guys are right here. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah.
The smithy is right there.
Okay.
So just a couple blocks away.
Like down the
Okay.
main street.
Yep.
That's not too bad.
Okay, thank you, and I turn out again.
No.
Okay, off you go. So yeah, you make it to the smithy there, and there's Tanter. He's a human fella.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just hammering away. Ting, 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 ting.
Hello, you must be Tanter.
Aye, that's me.
I was hoping to buy some arrows from you, my good sir.
All right, we happen to have some stuff in stock. You actually notice that in the back there are 2 women at the forge as well.
Oh.
He's like, all right, so, what kind of arrows you looking for?
Just normal ones that won't break, preferably.
Well, I mean, I can't promise anything.
I mean,
It's
you
a
come
possibility
very
that it-
highly
Arrows
recommended, so
break.
I mean, all of your stuff will be good.
Yeah, he says, I've got normal arrows, iron tip, I've even got silvered arrows. In case you
Oh.
come across any werewolves or what like.
Has there been?
Still trying to figure out what accent I'm doing for this guy.
He's kind of fluctuating between several of them.
Lily has put his mask back on and hood back up as he's gone and followed after Tail. Basically, it's
Okay.
just like, has there been any talk of such creatures about?
No, but she can never be too careful.
Tail actually kind of looks
Fair
disappointed at
point.
that.
I
Well, how
mean, the
much?
Deathern Valley can be quite dangerous at times, and you never know what you're going to come across.
Very fair. How much are the silver arrows and how much are the normal arrows?
So for a bundle of 50 normal arrows, iron tip, I charge. What was it again? Oh, sweetie! Leafra, what was it? What was it for the normal arrows? And she'll go. 10 silver for a bundle. Oh, there you go. 10 silver for a bundle of 20.
Silver.
And the silver ones?
The silver are a bit more expensive. As you can imagine, silver is a little bit more expensive. Those are about 5 gold for 20.
I'll take a
Writing this
bundle
down
of
for
each.
future reference.
All right. Yep. Pink, pink. So you have 20 silvered arrows and 20 regular iron tipped arrows.
Nice.
Lily will
Put a $sign with
politely
it when
ask
we.
for the same.
Okay, you asked for the arrows as well?
Yeah.
So, yeah,
for
pink.
1 bundle of each, please.
I'm gonna
Also,
ask for 2.
kind Smithy, you wouldn't happen to be able to make me a longbow, would you?
For you, yeah, of course I can. I'm just all over the place with these accents.
We'll change it. He's actually a changeling, and
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
And he'll actually pull one up from underneath the counter. He's like, "This is the one you custom ordered last time." But
Oh, splendid.
also, yeah, I'm gonna get 2 bundles of the normal arrows, please,
okay, he'll pull 2 bundles of the iron arrows up for you.
and then 1 bundle of the silver.
All right, pink. And he looks to Yath. He says, you're only outstanding about it was about 10 gold on that bow that you ordered.
Okay.
But it's a beautiful, beautiful bow. It's got all these intricate carvings down it and everything. It actually looks like it's almost like a carving of your life story.
Awesome.
Because that seems like something you would custom order.
Well, everybody's got to know about it. I've got a fine assortment of bows. I'm going to pull out the short bow and be like, this one belonged to Chatty Pete.
The notorious skeleton Chatty Pete?
The very same.
Oh, he's been a menace around these parts. Last I heard, he took up with a necromancer.
Yeah, you don't need to
Yeah,
worry
I heard
about
they're doing
them.
well.
Our group.
Sorry, what was it, Megan?
I said I heard that they're both doing well still.
Chatty Pete and the necromancer? I sure hope not.
I played them a
That's
lullaby.
good
They're
for
asleep.
fans.
They're asleep.
Permanently.
Lily just kind of looks about, and he just sort of gives a gentle shake of his head, but says nothing. We were actually looking for information on the caravan that passed through here some time ago.
Mhm.
Oh, fine work those dwarves make. I actually bought a few of their axes as they came through. Beautiful, beautiful stuff.
We were just wondering if you had any news about them. We were looking for people who are traveling with it.
Oh, not since they came through a few months back.
Mhm.
They moved on, stopped for a few nights and then moved on, and that's about it.
Yes, we were told that no one here in the town joined with the caravans, so obviously it was just here for a moment before going on to Summit Hall, was it not? And then
Yeah,
Nevermore?
making their way out that way. I think they had a final destination. I can't remember, but I think the Summit Hall is the last place that they were supposed to check in.
Mm.
I don't know if I've heard anything about them, which is a real shame. I bought those axes and then I turned around and sold them for a mint. Like to buy some more. Fine quality, fine quality.
Wow. With dwarves, their quality for their arms and their armor is beyond any spectacle that
Yeah.
mortal man can make.
Those dwarves, they have great asses.
Lily kind of like, there's definitely a contained like snirk. Well,
All right.
appreciate that information and the wares.
Well, you fine folk come back again if you need anything, and I'd be happy to help
come
out.
back right now.
You
And
haven't left?
she runs out and runs back in. Hi, Cantor, my good friend. What about crossbow bolts?
Oh, let me digs around in a barrel. Oh, I don't really get much call for crossbows around these parts. It's a tool of war. We mostly do a lot of hunting and whatnot, but pulls out a bundle. Cloud of dust comes off. I'll sell these to you for.
Just like caked in dust.
I'll sell these to you for 15 copper. Just get them out of here.
Wow, dirt cheap.
Deal. Wait, hold on. Do you have change?
Yeah, he gives you change.
Okay.
He's able to make change. So.
10 copper and a silver, right?
You also 15 copper for the crossbow bolts. You bought the.
Oh,
you're
I
asking
did
how
all
many
that,
in
but
this.
like, yeah, it's 10 copper and a silver.
Yeah, I believe that's correct.
So that'd be fine. Thank you.
All right.
Dust them off.
Yeah. And there are 15 bolts in this bundle.
Awesome. Thank you. I'll be sure to come back and get my stuff from you if I ever need it again and I'm in the area.
Yeah, hopefully next time I'll have my accent figured out.
I barely even noticed. Don't worry.
Distinguishes you.
Y'all come back now, you hear?
Yeah, here. Y'all.
Oh man.
All right.
Out we go.
So, you go back to the front of the swinging sword where Dwarven dropped you off, but the caravan's not there. Like, his cart's not there.
Yeah. Well, obviously, he went off to find his many other significant others, as Roland kind of puts it, as a little bit of a sigh at the end of it.
So, do you want to? Can I get an investigation check? Let's see if you guys can find the cart.
Ask
Sure.
around for any Mr. Hammerhands or Mrs. Hammerhands.
Oh,
Mother!
he gets a 6.
You're like,
I'm too
At least
busy
not sleeping
cleaning
off
the
the
dust
dust.
out of my eyes.
Mask. Yeah.
I'm too focused on the fact of what Doran's many conquests have yielded. I only got 6 as well.
a 1.
Oh no.
1,
Men are
Megan.
not very good sleuths.
How about you, Yath?
I got a
No
4.
good investigation too.
We have no idea
Okay.
where he went.
So, we have a 4, we have a 1, we have a Roland,
Oh,
what'd you
yeah, I got a 6.
a 6, and we have a 2. Oh my
I got a
god,
6 as well.
all single digit.
Yes. Yes. We're all more intrigued about talking about his relationship than anything else.
We good
Yeah,
at fighting,
so-
but
You
we're not
told us
good
not to bring it up, so
investigating.
it's really hard to look for him without bringing his name up.
I was about to
It's
say,
like,
wait,
yeah.
guys, I'll go ask Kalis if she's seen Dwarven.
I think that would be the nat 1.
Yes.
No, that's
what I
my
feel.
that's my 8 intelligence.
Yeah, you bust in there like, hey, Kidleth, have you seen Dwarren? And you get a
You
jug
were
thrown
supposed
at
to meet
your
us out front.
Yeah, you're no longer allowed to play here.
Oh.
You've been hanging around that scumbag dwarf.
Actually, I
Guys,
just
I'm
met the
pretty
guy.
sure he's in the swinging sword. That's my nat 1 investigation. No, guys, he didn't even leave. He's right there.
That's him sitting up. That's totally him sitting at the bar pointing to some human.
Pointing to like a tiefling with both hands.
So as you're wandering, looking for where he could be, you all smell the delicious scent of fresh bread
Mm.
because you
Bread.
find yourself outside of the bakery.
Mm.
Wish we had gone there before you had in the stew, because then we could have like dipped it in the stew. It would have been great.
Oh, perhaps while we're searching for our dwarven friend, we can see if we get ourselves a loaf then.
Yeah, send it for the road.
So you walk on in there, and the owner greets you. Let's see here. Welcome to Lauren's Bakery. My name is Mangelbrawl. Lauren, pleasure to meet you.
Likewise, you have a fine establishment here.
Ah, thank you. So, you folks look like adventurers. You hungry? Can I get you anything? Got any rumors, any stories? I love stories. I do.
Do.
Do you like thongs? Just
hi,
realized how
Gav. I
that
didn't
sounded.
see you there. How you doing, Gav? I haven't seen you in a while. It's been a spell.
How long have it been since you've seen me?
I think it was about 5 months ago with your farewell performance over at the Swinging Sword there. You played a nice little rendition. Just like a chicka, 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 chicka. I think it went like that. It was really nice.
What happened?
Oh.
He's
He's
gone.
dead.
He's gone.
Oh
He's
no!
alive, but he's dead.
What happened?
He's a
It sounds
necromancer.
like we're all in a synthesizer, man.
There we go. Hi.
Hello.
What happened?
He's got narcolepsy, guys. The baker just passed out and then woke up.
He just.
Oh my god.
All right, there we go.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
perhaps
you
we
got
can-
any tasty rumors? I'll trade you 1 for 1.
Sounds fair enough.
Tail leans
You've
in.
heard-
Okay, you go
Okay,
first.
you go first. You go first. I know a juicy one.
Well, now I've learned long enough that you're not the one to go first if you got a juicy story. So how about you guys go first?
But I got a juicy
Well, we
story
have-
too.
Yeah, I know you're a big talker. Yes,
I
hello.
can sing
One
it.
about Chatty Pete.
We've heard tales of a, I guess what would you call it?
A love octagon?
Yeah.
Are you talking about Dwarin? Because that ain't a secret to nobody.
Oh. Well, we weren't sure if that sort of thing was public.
His husband just lives down the road.
We do have tale of a necromancer that.
Oh, the Lance Rock guy.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever happened to him? He's been troubling us for a while now.
We killed
He's
him.
dead.
Oh! Fancy that. Any sign of Chatty Pete? I heard he was around them parts.
I put
After
an
his
arrow in
bow.
his head.
You killed Chatty Pete?
I mean, he did shoot at me like 3 times first, so...
I don't think that'll be the last time you see Chatty Pete. I've heard people say they killed him before. Even back when he had flesh on his bones.
We took his bow. Yaff has it.
Oh my goodness.
The legend is true.
Well, I heard about a haunted tomb with great treasure.
Have you heard anything about the caravan?
Oh, well, a few months back, yeah, it went on by, had no problem. Saw a strange person wearing a golden mask watching him one night, but aside from that, nothing strange.
Really?
A gold mask?
Yeah, it looked like a gargoyle.
That's
Hmm.
interesting. Was he tall, or was the person tall, or... I mean, I suppose, could you tell what race they were?
I'm not sure. It's a golden gargoyle mask. He wore robes. Had a funny little symbol on it. Let me see if I
What
can
kind
I
of
can
symbol?
Could you
draw
describe
it up for you.
Describe it to me?
Yes, give me a moment here. I can. He pours some flour on the counter, and he starts scribbling. And he let me just scribble it instead of showing it because that has actual stuff written with it. So yeah, in the countertop, on the flour on the countertop, he draws this symbol. I like that on his robe.
Hey, I've seen that.
Yeah, it was really weird. He's just standing there looking at him, and yeah, it's obviously it's a bit of a funny thing to see, but all strange things happen. I wish I knew more. I think I heard, who was it? They said that they seen some more of them folk hanging by the quarry. Who could that be? Who could that be?
The
It's
quarry?
escaping me right now. Yeah, we got a nice quarry here in Red Larch. We used to get a lot of stone. Let me see. Milico Stoneworks. I know. There's somebody over there mentioned it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because they were working a night shift because we had some backup orders. And they saw someone wearing a mask. It scared all the workers off. They all went home. They said, "No, I'm not going to work this night shift, or it'll have to be late."
Hmm. Has that been a uncommon occurrence, or is that normally what happens there in the quarry?
You mean like working at night? That's an uncommon thing. Orders sometimes we get rush orders. I wouldn't know. I don't work there, but it's time to time. It's kind of the lifeblood of the town is the quarry.
I think
That and Welker's wagons.
more means has those occurrences been common, or has that been the only one?
Well, after that, nobody's been working nights there, so nobody's really noticed anything.
I see. And the quarry, what direction is that in the city?
The quarry is. He's sketching out a map in flour for you guys of the town. All right, so it's actually just north here, really.
Okay.
So you're almost at the edge of town here at my bakery. There's who's that next to me there? Well, I'm terrible with remembering some of the simple things, but I do love me stories. Helios is next door, and it's a little bathhouse and a dress shop. You can get yourself some nice sundries and whatnot there. And then right next to that is the quarry. Is the stoneworks, and the quarry's in behind the stoneworks building.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Oh, we appreciate that information. It might help us as we're actually looking for people who are traveling within the caravan.
Well, I hope you have a lovely time. Actually, did you want to buy some bread while you were here? I completely forgot
I'll
myself.
buy some bread. And I'm a bit curious because you got cut off earlier about that the haunted tomb.
Oh, I apologize.
Yeah, there's a haunted tomb. I saw a goblin near there.
Tail is like wagging right now.
You got the little twitch going there.
Yeah, like the
cat watching a bird in the window.
Yeah.
See here. That's not showing on this map. Sorry, one sec here.
Okay.
I've got a few maps that I have here.
It's okay.
Yeah,
You've heard
remember which one. Sorry?
Oh no, just another friend.
So it's about north of here, about I'd say about 30 miles north of here. There's an old tomb. Not sure who it's for, but
towards west. The name eludes me.
Westbridge.
Yes, towards Westbridge.
Yeah, on the long road up to Westbridge. Only it's about 30 miles out of town. There's an old tomb. Now, I don't know who the tomb is for, but I've seen a goblin around there, and sometimes where there's goblin, there's treasure. But we think it's haunted because, hey, as kids, lots of time people go around there and they be all scared off. Ooh, there's a ghost. It's scary. But yeah, could be treasure hidden in that haunted tomb. And I mean, goblins like treasure.
Well, we can definitely still keep that story in consideration.
I mean, it's no Chatty Pete story, but
it still is vital information, though, so we do appreciate it.
And let us know if you see Chatty Pete again, because I'm really curious.
For sure.
If it was
I will let you.
Or if it was Pete.
Well, Chatty Pete, we don't know who Chatty Pete was, but he was a person at one point. We know. He just keeps coming back.
Regardless,
he might be missing his jaw, by the way, if he comes back.
Yeah.
I don't know if he
Doesn't somebody have his jaw? One of you guys have it?
No, I think I shot it off, but no one picked it up.
No.
Okay.
We don't have a
All right.
A bit less chatty now.
Or an A.
That was A, yeah.
Yeah, right.
The Jawbo necklaces.
Jawbo necklace. So yeah, where do you guys go next?
I wish to buy bread.
All right, it's 5 copper per loaf.
Oh.
Yeah, I just got 5 copper and change, so yeah.
Yeah, he's got like artisanal breads and like herb butter breads.
Are there like any like interestingly like almost like artistically shaped looking breads?
Oh yeah, there's like ones with like interesting weaves and twists, and there's like one with like like he's made like a flower sort of in the middle of it.
Oh,
Look at that one, flour bread.
Lily
Masked man
smacks
just
you and takes it
stares at
first.
you. He doesn't
That
say
really
anything though, but he does just like you feel the
Wait,
stare.
one sec.
It's piercing.
Okay, I do notice. I give you the flour bread.
He tries
will
to give
buy-
you money for it.
I will buy 4 breads for everyone, so that way we're all satisfied.
All right.
And I give the nice man a gold piece for his troubles and tell him
Oh.
to keep the change.
Wow, thank you very kindly. This is great. I can make lots more bread with these. All right. Well, you fine folk
Well-
have a nice day.
As for the tails and also for the bread.
So
Lily's just
long.
like-
Yeah, it's just like.
No,
Lily's just like holding.
I rip it up into pieces, throw it on the ground, and then beak it up.
Or-
Lily's just like holding this flower, and he's just like, I'm very conflicted right now.
It looks delicious, but it's so beautiful.
Smells so good, but it really, really pretty.
You should
Yeah,
enjoy
okay.
it.
Tail takes out her journal and then she draws the bread as best as she can and gives that to you.
He is
There,
like
now you can get it.
over your pad, like just absolutely entranced.
Yeah, one sec. I'm gonna. It's an
Performance check.
absolute shit drawing, but
He's still
like a
interested.
4 out of 20.
He's still interested.
I got
Maybe it's
4
a
out of
7
20.
out of 20 if it was a performance. A 7 out of 20.
He's
Okay.
So
still
you can
interested.
kind of. Yeah, you can tell it's a flower, but not bread.
Well, Lily slowly like takes the petals off and like puts it under his mask and eats it.
All right, so where do you go after the bakery?
I'm gonna go meet up with Warren. Look for Warren at the husband's house, I guess.
Since
Okay,
you did
yeah.
tell us where it was.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, you see Dwarin's wagon there, and you hear giggling from inside of it, and the wagon's kind of rocking a little bit.
Is Perk outside?
Perk's on the roof, yeah.
Okay.
I'll stick my head in and say, "Hey, Dwarren, you in there?"
So yeah, what you see.
Please don't tell me you have
It's
a picture
Dwarren.
of this.
No, I don't.
Fanfic. Don't.
You see the
34.
you see the dwarf. You see a very tall, handsome elfin man, long brown hair. There's a gnome, a female gnome in there as well, and a tiefling.
Oh, wow. Porgy.
And they're all going at it. That's what you see. And they as you poke it, like, hey, they're all kind of like.
Move,
The elf kind of looks at you, kind of raises an eyebrow, and Dwarven goes, no. He's an employee. We're not getting into this again. And the elf goes, all right. He's like, give me 5 minutes, yeah.
Okay, that
So,
sounds
you know,
good.
People come out in various stages of disheveled dress. You know, the gnome's kind of like she's kind of getting dressed and got her boots in her hand, and she's kind of looks embarrassed or runs off. The tiefling, no shame on the tiefling's face, but you know, she kind of goes off, and the elf comes out, impeccably dressed, doesn't even look like anything had happened at all, and steps
Hair out of
out, and
place.
gives you guys a curt nod, kind of stops for a second when looking at Lily, narrows his eyes, and walks on. And then Dwarin comes out and goes, "Oh, hey, back so soon, alright. So what did you guys find?"
Not
Well,
much.
Probably a little bit less than your escapades there.
I mean, it's things I found before, but alright.
Needless to say, They said that they're basically going up to Summit Hall. That's the last known checkpoint where they're going to. Apparently, there was also note by the baker that there was an individual wearing a golden mask in the shape of a gargoyle face that had been watching the processions. The symbol that they had tries to show representation to him. About this is what he was saying. He takes the scabbard of the sword and tries to draw into the dirt.
Okay. Now, Roland, you're actually somewhat familiar with the symbol as well, but you don't know why. Kind of like the one that you saw in the
in the crypt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like it's in the back of your mind. You just can't place it. You're like, I've seen this.
What if I check in my journal? Do I have any stories about people like gargoyles being seen, or like in this area or something like that?
Not in
like,
this area,
gargoyles,
but in the monastery, there were actually some gargoyles there as well, and some of the monks that you helped did have gargoyle masks as well.
Okay, yeah, because I knew the symbol was on their robes, but
yeah.
Okay.
I found out something very interesting. Kalissa said that I came here 5 months ago with wounds, but the last thing I remember was being wounded at a different village. So I think those things might be linked, and
you found yourself a bit of a timeline, hey?
And it seems to kind of match up with when these people go missing. First the halfling, and then the caravan.
Alright, well then, what do you folks figure for your next part to the investigation then?
Well, they did speak of this masked individual possibly lurking by the quarry as well. They had an incident that startled a worker there. We thought perhaps we could investigate there.
How late in the day is it at this point?
It's late afternoon.
Okay.
Alright, that sounds like a solid place to start. So, how about we rest up and check it out this evening then?
That seems like
that sounds good to me. If we don't find anything, we'll set off after the caravan, and then I feel like once we've caught up with them and found your fiance, we can start kind of figuring out more about our memories.
Our predicament, yes.
Well, who knows? Maybe you'll find more on the road. As to say, yeah, found out more when he came here.
That's my thought.
Like breadcrumbs of some sort.
It seems we all were somewhat linked to the east, aside from Yaf, who came from the west, but...
Quite possibly.
West Side!
West Side Story.
Alright, well, we'll call it here then.
Alright then.
Alright. So, I guess, when's the next game, do you guys figure? I'm off next Monday. How about you, Danny?
Yeah, I'm available next Monday. I'm available after 5, so same time could work.
Okay.
All right. By Wednesday, so
same bad time, same bad place.
So yeah,
same
we'll hopefully
time,
see you all.
Channel.
See you guys next Monday.
Hopefully.
And who knows? Maybe we'll move to Sundays. I can move my other D&D game to earlier in the day, and we can finish it off before we do this one. So, if that one works better for everyone's schedules. But for now, we'll aim for next Monday.
Yeah.
So,
Monday,
any announcements? Any plugs?
Not particularly on my end. So
nothing this week. Okay, fair enough. Figure out us.
We are unlinked individuals.
All right. Well, I guess we'll see you guys all next week, and yeah, thanks for playing and
thanks
have
for
fun.
tuning in.
Bye-bye.
Good night.